take on Brentford in front of an Emirates crowd that witnessed a remarkable performance in the UEFA Champions League earlier this week. Arsenal, who face Brentford up next, put in their best display of the season so far as they destroyed Real Madrid in their first leg of their UEFA Champions League quarterfinals. 3 tremendous Declan Rice free kicks in the second half took everyone by surprise, but those strikes only asserted the fact that the Gunners were the dominant force. Mikel added a third soon after a second free kick, and the Gunners dominated the reigning champions holder from the start to finish. Mikel Arteta must focus on his efforts on matters in the Premier League on Saturday as he changes host Brentford. The Gunners probably missed a small opportunity to close the enormous gap on Liverpool at the top with an eventful yet controversial draw against Everton away from home. A dodgy decision to give the Toffers a penalty cancelled Trossard's first half strike. Arteta will now want to continue on the momentum from the midweek and get a win over the Bees to cement his stronghold on the second spot. Thomas Frank will have a realistically manage the team into the usual places in the Premier League standings as Brentford sit comfortably in the middle table position. The Bees are 9 points away from the nearest European position, while they have more than a comfortable gap to the relegation battle. Brentford would ideally want to finish as high as possible in the standing, and Frank could realistically target a top half finish in the 7 games remaining. The Bees did not manage to keep Chelsea at bay last weekend with a goalless draw, although they only have 1 win in their last Premier League games. The Arsenal game probably presents the toughest of their 7 outings in the season, and Frank could potentially target a comfortable end to the campaign for the Brentford. Their loss to the Gunners at the community stadium on the New Year's Day made it 7 games without a win over the North Londoners since defeating them on the opening night 2021-2022. So these are some of the statistics and the team news. Mikel Arteta is expected to rotate his pack once again, similar to last weekend, as the Gunners boss could focus his effort on the midweek clash with Real Madrid. Hence, the Spaniard could make even bigger changes compared to last weekend. Although he will put out a competitive side to get the result against Brentford, there will be those who would ideally keep in team, as Martin Odegaard, Mikel Merino will have a place in their lineup unless Arteta has other plans. The likes of Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, Gabriel Martinelli and Bukayo Saka all expected to start on the bench, while Lewis Skyler could also find himself there. Ben White may relieve Timber for a start for a right back, while Kellen Tierney may start at the left back, while Zinchenko also an option to consider. William Saliba and Quincy could continue in the backline to keep building their promising partnership, while David Raya will retain his place between the sticks. Arteta could name altogether a charged front of 3 as Leonard Trossard could lead the line for Arsenal against Brentford alongside Ethan and Raheem Sterling on the other side.